What's going on, guys? So look, for today's video, I wanted to talk about one of the most common mistakes that I see when it comes to business credit applications. And I'm talking about business term loans, SBA, and line of credit. Now, a lot of financial institutions are now putting a greater emphasis on business credit and the track record when it comes to repaying its debt. One of the most important metrics is called the FICO SBSS. So it stands for the FICO Small Business Scoring Service. Now, for those who don't know what the FICO SBSS is, it's a composite metric that combines the credit score of the beneficial owners of the business and the business's credit. So it's a combination of personal and business credit, and it's a range of 0 all the way up to 300. Now, certain lenders have a minimum threshold when it comes to the FICO SBSS. Now, one way that you could retrieve this is if you have a NAV premium account, you can actually access that score. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that NAV is a reseller of the data. So oftentimes it's not the real-time score. If you want the real-time score, you do have to go directly through Experian Business. So if anyone's interested, I've dropped links in the description of the video. But you want to be mindful of that score, because what I've noticed recently is that a lot of people are getting denied for business loans, SBA loans, business lines of credit, not because of their personal credit, not because of their financials or their tax returns. It's because they don't have a high enough FICO SBSS score. So I just wanted to throw this out there for anyone who's looking to improve their FICO SBSS. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can improve your personal score, which will increase it, but you can also start building the business score. A lot of times, you have people with really good credit, but maybe they have a brand new business or they haven't gone through the process of establishing different business trade lines so that they can have a high FICO SBSS score. But one of the ways that you can do this and improve your FICO SBS score so that you can get approved for the SBA loans, the business term loans, and the lines of credit is by adding high limit business trade lines. Now, one of the best ones out there is the Boost Credit Builder. Now, basically what this is a cloud server lease credit builder. So if anyone's familiar with ERP, enterprise resource planning tools, so these are a lot of different tools that are very useful when it comes to running your business. So whether you need tools for HR, invoicing, marketing, accounting, email. It's a lot of different tools that can actually help you with just overall running your business and operating your business. Now, this is a cloud server lease where they will report your credit limit to the business credit reporting agencies. So the SBFE, so the Small Business Financial Exchange, as well as Dun & Bradstreet. So for those who are familiar with SBFE, in the same way that American Express reports, right? So a lot of the different banks and lenders are part of Experian Business, Equifax Commercial, Credit Safe. They're all part of. So if any of the banks or lenders within SBFE start furnishing data, that makes its way onto Experian Business, as well as Equifax Commercial, and even LexisNexis. So this credit builder is a great way to have coverage across multiple different business credit reporting agencies. And the problem sometimes working with certain business trade lines or gas cards or net 30s is that some might report to DNB, some might report only to Experian, some might only report to Credit Safe. But with this particular business account, you get coverage across multiple different business credit reporting agencies. And most importantly, they have credit limits to go up to 150. Now, the reason that's important is because when underwriters are looking at your personal credit as well as your business credit, they want to see comparable credit limits. This is also called comparable credit. So for example, let's say you go to the car dealership and you want to finance a $200,000 car. But if they look at your business or personal credit report and they see, the highest limit you have is a $300 credit card limit, then it's very difficult to justify that you're able to manage the debt of a high limit vehicle or whatever the case is, if it's a business line of credit or a credit card. So you need to demonstrate that you're able to handle and manage comparable limits before you get those comparable approvals. And one of the best ways to convey this is through your personal and business credit reports. Now, with the Boost ERP Cloud Server Lease Credit Builder, you can get limits up to $150,000. There's 11 different service options. So each ERP service contract has different levels of functionality and features. So if you go for the highest, the 150, then you basically have all the bells and whistles, all the different features and functionalities. Now, if you want to use it or not, that's completely up to you, but this does report to the Small Business Financial Exchange as well as Dun & Bradstreet. Now, I know what some people might be saying, well, what about Experian Business? So for anyone who is familiar with SBFE, since Experian Business is part of SBFE, once it reports to SBFE, generally the next cycle, it will report to Experian Business. So if you do wind up signing up for this ERP cloud server lease, it's immediately going to hit on Dun & Bradstreet and SBFE. So you're going to see that during the next, that data eventually makes its way onto your Experian credit report. So again, like I said, it gives you coverage across the board. And this is extremely important because I've been seeing a lot of people get denied recently for SBA loans specifically because their FICO SBSS is too low. It doesn't matter if you have strong personal credit or even if you have good financials. If your business credit score is too low, if that FICO SBSS is too low, it doesn't meet their threshold. Usually that threshold's around 165 to 175. If it's too low, you're not even going to get through full underwriting, right? You're going to get denied right at pre-qualification. And again, this could be the difference of hundreds of thousands of dollars. I recently just dropped a video on how we were able to help a brand new business owner with no business experience transitioning from their 9-to-5 career, were able to secure financing to purchase their first franchise. And they were able to do this through an SBA acquisition loan. This new business owner is going to be able to generate hundreds of thousands of dollars with their brand new franchise and build generational wealth, all while leveraging business credit and business funding. Anyways, if anyone is interested in building their business credit, or if you need a consultation so I could help you, walk you through all the different data points, all the different things you have to check off the board in order for you to get approved for funding, I dropped the link in the description of the video. Let's get it.